Look at these Snapdragons, I love them. I've got them planted here with foxglove, nigella, campanula. They're just gorgeous. And I want to keep them blooming, colorful, tall, all summer long. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So Snapdragons and most flowers have one big project for the year, which is to make seeds and spread their seeds and reproduce. And the way they do that is by creating flowers, which then mature into seeds and then dry up and fall down. Once they do that, they're pretty much like, cool, check mark, I can chill out for the rest of the year. I don't need to make any more flowers. I've created enough babies. But we don't want that. We want them to keep blooming and be beautiful for us all summer long. So what we've got to do is cut off their flowers before they're able to make seeds. And there's a couple different ways to do this. Well, there's one way to do it, but a couple different times to do it. One, if you want to harvest flowers to bring inside and make an arrangement, enjoy as a bouquet, give away to friends, you're going to want to harvest the stems when they have just maybe 2 to 4 blossoms open and still several buds above it. They start to open from the bottom and move up towards the top. So this one would be a good candidate for harvesting to bring inside to enjoy. I'm going to get my really sharp little flower snips and cut very, very low down at the base of the stem. I'll bring you in close to show you. Here's the Snapdragon stem I want to cut, and I am going to come down super low, right above these leaves here. The reason we do that is because now these 2 leaves will become 2 new stems. If you cut it way down at the bottom, they'll grow to be really tall stems. I'll show you what happens if you don't cut it too low. But that's it. Now I've got a really beautiful long Snapdragon stem to bring in to my flower arrangement. I'm actually going to, oh, there's a ladybug crawling on my camera. Now it's on my arm. I'm just going to strip off the leaves of the stem so it doesn't have to support those and put it right into some cold water. Hi, Mr. Ms. But let me show you some other Snapdragons that were not cut low enough. Okay, check these out here. It's not like a big deal, but they were cut at this point, and all the way down here is just sort of foliage and bushy, and then you've got 2 short stems here. Again, not a huge deal, but if you want to put it in a vase, it's going to be tricky. You're going to have to find a short vase. So next time I harvest these, I'm going to cut this way down here to get longer stems. But what if you don't want to bring Snapdragons inside? You love to just see them outside in the garden, or maybe you got busy and you didn't cut Snapdragons for a couple of weeks, and now they're starting to set seed. You can see on this one, the petals have bloomed, they've fallen off, and now the seed pods are forming. We don't want to let that happen because then the flower will stop producing flowers. So harvesting is the exact same, but instead of taking this in to use inside, we're just going to go ahead and compost it. Here's some even better examples of Snapdragons that need to be deadheaded. They've got like 1 bloom left, or in this case none, and they're really starting to develop seed pods. We cut them in just the same way, down really far above a set of leaves, and That can then just go into the compost instead of in the vase. And this is called deadheading, which is just the process of removing spent blooms before they go to seed. And it keeps the plant blooming longer. In a couple weeks, this plant will be full of new stems, and I'll get to enjoy the blooms again. What happened with this one was I think the tip of a bloom got broken off, and it's developed all these really short stems. I should have come down and cut it way low, but that's okay. It'll be a wacky display. I love you, you're so beautiful. Look at these guys. With the white, just popping. Something like this, I'm just going to let it bloom for a few more days. It's already starting to develop seeds, but it's still got some nice color. But it's too late to harvest it to bring it inside. It'll just die within a couple days in the vase. So I'm gonna let it be outside for a while and come back and deadhead it in a few days. These right here are perfect candidates to be harvested to bring in. They've just got like 2 to 4 petals opening. And if I cut them, they'll come inside and last for a week probably. Just throw those leaves in the grass. They'll get chopped up by the mower and compost things. Oh, here's one that is fully done. No petals left.